If you track your trading performance by staring at your profit and loss column, you are lying to yourself. You think you are being professional, but actually, you are training your brain to chase luck. After 12 plus years in this trading game, I realized that a standard spreadsheet hides the invisible behavioral leaks that are silently draining your account. Today, we install the lie detector system. This is the exact 4-column framework that is designed to separate your trading skill from your luck. First, we will delete the vanity metrics that give you false confidence. Then, we will calculate your trading stupidity tax. That is the exact dollar cost of your hesitation. And finally, I'll give you the monthly trading review diagnostic to plug those leaks for good. You need to stop looking at your profit and loss column immediately. If you track wins and losses in dollars, you are accidentally training your brain to lose money. Now I know that sounds insane, but here's the trap. Your profit and loss column is often just a record of your luck, not your skill. Relying on it reinforces the bad habits that will eventually blow up your account. Think of your profit and loss display like a slot machine. When you pull the lever and the light flashes green, your brain gets a hit of dopamine and you think, I did a good job. But did you? Let's say you get bored. You ignore your trading plan, you take a random punt on gold. The price spikes and you make $500. Your journal says, win. Your brain says, do that again. You know that voice. It says,
I knew gold was going up. I don't need this checklist. I have intuition. I am a genius.
This is the lucky gambler trap. You just got rewarded for bad behavior. But then let's flip it. You execute your trading plan perfectly. You wait for the setup, you risk 1%, but the market moves against you. Your journal says, loss. Your brain says,
that trading strategy is rubbish. Change it.
Judging success by money lets randomness dictate your habits. You are building a career on quicksand, and you need a way to separate the luck from the skill, or you will never find consistency in trading. The pro trader flips that script. He says, I followed my rules perfectly. The outcome is just data. Whether I made money or lost money, the execution was a win. That is why column 1 is the binary execution audit. This is not about money. It's a simple yes or no question. Did I follow my plan perfectly? And here's the rule. If you broke a rule but made money, that is a failed trade. You mark it red. You got lucky. And luck is not a strategy. But if you followed your plan but lost money, that is a successful trade. You mark it green. You paid a business expense to find out if the trade would work. Here's the micro framework. Number 1, add the column. Right next to your profit and loss, create a column called execution. Number 2, the question. Ask yourself, did I break any rule, entry, risk, or the management of the trade? Number 3, the score. Mark yes, 1 point, or no, 0 points. At the end of the month, calculate your execution score. If you aren't hitting 90%, yes, no strategy in the world can save you. You don't have a strategy problem. You have a discipline problem. Now that we track skill, let's find out where the money is actually going. Because chances are you aren't losing it. You are stealing it from yourself. Traders love to blame market conditions or stop hands. But usually, the call is coming from inside the house. You have silent leaks, moments of hesitation, fear, or boredom that are draining your account faster than any bad strategy. Standard trading journals don't track feelings. We need to put a price tag on your emotions. We have all done this. You enter a trade, it moves against you, you get scared, and you close it early. 10 minutes later, the price rockets in your direction. The voice in your head starts screaming,
get out, save the capital.
Your heart is racing, you panic, and you click close. You take the loss. In a normal journal, you write, felt scared, exited early. That is just a diary entry. It's vague. it doesn't hurt enough to make you change. Or maybe you move your stop loss because you hope it will turn around, but it doesn't. You take a double loss. These are not just mistakes. This is the profit theft loop. You are stealing profits from your future self to pay for your current comfort. The disciplined trader's mind says, my stop loss is set, my take profit is set, my job is done. I will let the market decide the outcome, not my fear. Until you see the exact dollar amount of that theft, you will keep doing it. And we need a cold, hard invoice. To do this, you need the next two columns, which are planned versus actual R and emotional state. This creates the stupidity tax invoice. We are not logging history. We are invoicing your psychology. For this, we use R. That is your risk unit. If you risk $100 to make $200, your planned R is 2. And here's the micro framework for this. Number 1, column 2, the setup. Record your emotional state at the time of the error. For example, bored, scared, greedy. Number 2, column 3, the cost. Record what you planned to make. For example, 2R versus what you actually made. For example, half R. Number 3, the calculation. At the end of the month, filter for scared and sum up the difference in dollars. You will see that fear cost you $450 this month, for example, or boredom cost you $200. When you see that invoice, it stops being a feeling and starts being a financial leak that you can plug. You realize, I literally cannot afford to be bored when trading. So now you have the invoice. You know exactly how many dollars your fear is costing you. But do you know the root cause? I built the free Why Am I Still Losing Money quiz to pinpoint the exact blind spot that is draining your trading account. It takes 3 minutes to diagnose the specific weaknesses that you need to upgrade. Click the link in the description to get your answer. But a pile of invoices does not stop the leak. You need to find the specific hole in the boat. Most traders just scroll through their trading journal, look at the red and the green and say,
I need to do better next time.
That is not a review. That is wishful thinking. And I learned this the hard way back in 2022. I was trading false bricks, convinced it was a winning strategy. But my account was barely breaking even. I felt like I was working hard for nothing. And so I kept thinking,
I just need to focus more. Maybe I need to stare at the charts longer. The market is just being choppy.
And so I stopped trading. I ignored the profit and loss and audited the setups. I found a pattern that I couldn't see in the daily grind. Every time I traded large false bricks, I made money. But almost every time I traded small false bricks where the price barely reversed before poking through the level, I lost. And the realization hit me. I don't need to try harder. I just need to stop taking the small false bricks. I wasn't a bad trader. I was just trading one bad setup that was eating all the profits from the good ones. I didn't need a new boat. I just needed to plug that one particular hole. If I hadn't filtered my data by setup type, I would have thrown away the whole strategy. And this is where everything comes together. You need the fourth column, the setup trigger. And you need to use it in the monthly review routine. This is the diagnostic tool that tells you exactly what to fix. You stop guessing and start cutting the fat. Here's the framework for your monthly trading review. Number 1, column 4, the trigger. Log exactly what setup you took. For example, a pin bar, a false break, a breakout. Then number 2, filter by execution. No. Find out why you are breaking your rules. Is it always on Fridays? Is it always when you trade gold? Then number 3, filter by setup. Check the win rate of each setup. If small false breaks are losing 70% of the time, stop trading them. Your goal for the review is to find one rule to add for next month. Just one. For me, it was no more trading small false breaks. That one rule instantly swung my account back to profit. This journal is not about writing down what happened. It's about engineering what happens next. So now you have the lie detector to track your execution, but it won't work if you judge yourself after every single trade. You need a container that forces you to ignore the short-term noise so that you don't panic during a drawdown. So check out this video where I hand you the 30 trade lockbox. This is the exact method that I use to lock away my results so that I can focus purely on execution without the emotional roller coaster. See you in that video.